This is the Player 4 Podcast. Join us each week as we talk about video games, entertainment, and pop culture, and bring in guests from the Rooster Teeth community. Player 4 has entered the game.
Hey everyone, it's the Player 4 Podcast, episode 150, and also this is RTX weekend. Woo!
Happy 150!
Hello, I am Tristan, aka Shad Rasir, on the Rooster Teeth website.
I am Alex, aka Chaos Black 21.
And 150, Malachi Sukikiba.
What?
What? AKA Jay Dunlap.
Also, he said and. I'm Joseph, aka Jay Dunlap, on the Rooster Teeth website.
Yay! 150 and we still screw up.
Well, I was over here crossing my fingers and he wouldn't say and, then he said and.
Yeah, I was getting stuck in my head. It's like, I want to say like there was 150 Sukikibas. Like there's 150 of me. Like so many Sukikibas.
I hope there's not 150 of you. You can barely handle one.
I know,
Except
right?
There's not 150 Tsukikibas because you did not start at episode 1.
But did I start at 150 at heart?
At heart. Topics for today. Happy 150! Lately in the Lives, and RTX is next week.
Lately in the Lives, our new soap opera.
Except it's today.
Yeah, going on today, possibly yesterday, tomorrow, maybe the day after, maybe not.
So 150, guys.
We've been doing this for 150 episodes, Alex.
We're still on the air somehow?
Somehow. I think it's because they actually cannot stop us. Not that they want us or don't want us. They simply can't stop us.
But do they wish to stop us?
I haven't received any letters.
But Joseph, have you seen our podcast downloads?
Have I? You mean I'm the one who showed it to you guys?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but apparently on either Podomatic, which is our iTunes host, or iTunes specifically, or both in some combination, we suddenly have a ton of people listening to us on that platform as opposed to our typical platform of YouTube, which is just enhanced video. So I'm intrigued by that and also kind of excited if it's, on the up and up and not just like Russian bots downloading us on Bitcoin servers or something.
That's what I was going to mention. I was like, well, we got all those bots now that finally following us. That's when you know you made it big, is when the bots start following you.
How do we get noticed by bots? I need to download a how-to on how to get bots to listen to us to up our views.
Bots or butts?
Both? Both.
Bot butts.
Are you going to touch the bot?
Yes.
Wait, can you butt listen to a podcast? Like you butt dial someone?
Are you butt casting?
Well, if that's happening, someone's doing it like 120 times a week.
Maybe we're butt casting.
Oh my.
The last time I noticed numbers like this was when suddenly a few months into 10 Minute Magic, one of my old podcasts that was Magic the Gathering, that suddenly we got a few hundred downloads in 1 week and the next week a little bit less, and then it sort of leveled out a bit but stayed higher. And I never found out why that was. Never heard from any of those listeners as to how they were hearing about us. So I'm guessing it's just sort of like either trending topics or being featured on the front page of iTunes. I'm not sure which. So if you are one of our Russian bots listening to us on iTunes or Podomatic, please connect with us on Twitter. We're pretty easy to find. Player 4 Podcast. Nope, never mind. We're no longer relevant. All right, so what's the next topic?
But also, Tristan knows some Russian, so if Russian bots want to talk to him, he can translate for us.
Spasiba.
But yeah, so lately in the lives, what's going on with everyone?
Let's let Joseph go first.
Seems like I have a lot to talk about when I'm gone for a month at a time.
Short and sweet. Short and sweet.
I'm not short or sweet. Well, one of those things. All right, so last you guys heard from me, I was at Grand Prix Vegas, and I was going to tell you what had happened on the day I hung out with one of the guys from our RTX housing group in the Boner Lisa, but never got around to it because I got invited to Brandon's, actually, my judge buddy. His family was doing a July 4th get-together near the lake, near where I live. And Alex, you're actually going to meet him in a few days.
Ooh, yeah, Friday.
Yeah, that we haven't even talked about that yet. So I'm going to share that story for the next available opportunity, what it was that Brett and I did in Las Vegas. It wasn't anything crazy. It was just kind of a cool story. Since that happened, I got my level 2 certification. I don't believe we've talked about that yet.
Woo! Congrats!
Yay!
I'm talking about Magic the Gathering for anyone who's confused. I am a level 2 judge now. And since then, I've done no judging because I've been busy playing the piano for a musical for the past 3 or so weeks. Anyone who is a friend of mine on Pokemon Go has received a gift from the Lyric Theater repeatedly, I'm sure. And that's been my base of operations for the past few weeks. I haven't gotten anything productive done during those weeks. Future things for Future Joseph that is Future Joseph's problem is tomorrow, which is the Thursday, the week before RTX. I'm getting on the road with my judge buddy, and we are going to overnight in Oklahoma. And then we're going to go through Alex's neck of the woods and hang out with him for probably, an hour or two, and then continue the drive on to Indianapolis for a Star City Games Open.
Yeah. I gotta figure out where I should take you guys to eat then.
Okay. That sounds exciting. Anywhere that's either exciting or at least consistent. Either of those would be fine.
Okay.
Let's hit up Alex next.
So,
ooh, yeah.
I haven't gotten anything special that I am doing currently. Just trying to get through the final week before RTX. Just been playing games. I am a PA for RTX this year, but we can talk about RTX stuff later. That's about it. I have a very boring life currently.
Oh, you know who doesn't have a boring life? Malachi. He's always exciting.
I'm freaking cursed. There is no...
Malachi.
There is no good things at the moment other than just chilling with Tristan, playing video games, and trees falling on my car.
What?
This wasn't a branch this time. It
was a full-grown tree?
Half a tree almost. It was freaking at least probably 5-inch diameter freaking tree limb on top of my car.
Oh my gosh.
So things have been wonderful for me.
Well,
your car is cursed.
What's going on with your car then? Are you getting the insurance for it then?
I'm talking between insurance back and forth right now. I won't know until tomorrow what's going to happen. Because it happened last night. Then apparently it was blocking the road or something because the police came, took a report, took pictures, got to city court and cut the tree. And then I woke up, walked out, and seen my car mangled.
Oh my gosh. Oh jeez.
So yeah. Today's been a wonderful day, by the way.
Terrible. Tristan, don't have any ideas of having a tree limb fall on Yukikaze in our D&D session.
I would freaking murder him. That would not be funny. I would literally murder you, Tristan, if you did that. Alex, you're a terrible person.
Just don't go under any trees.
I'm going to freaking kill both of you.
I mean, it's easy to avoid. You're in a forest. Just don't go under any of the trees.
I will come to RTX to lay your bodies across the floor mangled and say that this is the D&D scene. I'll make you look like orcs.
Is it weird that I still count that as a win?
Got him to RTX.
Exactly.
Freaking, I'd hate both of you with a burning passion.
Tristan, what's up in your neck of the woods then?
In my neck of the woods, well, still just talking to headhunters and applying to jobs and waiting for something to come through. Finally got my car back, had taken that to the mechanic to the dealership mechanic, rather, because I've tried like 13 different things and haven't been able to figure out what the root cause of my steering issues have been. So I just said, I'm going to pay your $130. You tell me what the problem is, and then I can fix it. And then when they came back and said, here are the two problems we're seeing, and it's like $400 to fix that problem and $500 to fix this other problem. And I looked at these things and I said, well, the $500 problem I can fix myself for free because all of the parts involved in that have warranties on them, and I can get them for free. So I had them fix the $400 problem instead, because that one would have required taking apart the engine, and I didn't want to do that. And so I'm just like, yeah, you guys fix that one, because I don't feel like dealing with it, and it's only $400. So I just got my car back, It took them like 3 days, even though it's a 1-day fix. It kept getting sidelined, I guess, because they're like, oh yeah, we should have it done today. Called them up. Nah, they didn't have it. I called them up the next day. Yeah, we should be done today. Never got a call. 3rd day. Are you done yet? Yeah, you can come pick it up now. Grand.
So you still have to fix the other problem yourself.
Yeah, but the other problem, is a lot less important. And again, it's something I can do myself. So I have all the parts, pieces and parts. The big thing that I always worry is that I don't have like all of my tool sets. So I generally call up my friend and say, I'm going to come to your place and fix my car at your place because you have all the tools I might need. I have some of the tools, but often I run into issues where it's like, hey, you got a tool that can, yeah, I got that. Okay, cool. And meanwhile, I'm like, I can't find I don't have an adjustable wrench here. I need an open-ended wrench. I need a box wrench. I just don't have the things. So I tend to go to his place, but I think this time I can do it myself here. I'm going to try and do it tomorrow because picked up a bunch of tools today.
You've been helping your landlord. Do you think you could be like, hey, can I borrow something for like 5 minutes?
They don't have the tools I need. Like, they do a lot of carpentry, and the guy's an electrician. So he's got like screwdrivers, which you don't use screwdrivers when you're fixing a car.
No,
everything's with nuts and bolts, so you need wrenches. He's got clippers and cutters. I'm not clipping or cutting anything.
Okay, well, I just thought that was an option.
He just doesn't have tools I need. He's got some vice wrenches, which I'm going to need, so I'm going to borrow a vice wrench, but that's it. And then besides that, I've been doing my D&D things. The Monday D&D is sometimes. The Sunday D&D has been pretty consistent. It moved from Thursday. And Tuesday D&D is the light of my life. I love getting these guys together and then tormenting them for 3 hours.
Yeah, you're so mean.
Sometimes 3 hours. A lot of times it runs longer.
I try to.
Well, lately we've been making sure that we get, like, if we get to a stopping point, we're like, okay, we should probably stop. We also haven't been having to fight a necromancer and taking and even though we're literally running through the dungeon, the castle, we're still like it takes forever because there's 7 of us.
Yeah.
So
it's just there's so many of you, and I try to make sure everybody gets involved and stays interested. So recently they came to a town where everybody was acting really strangely happy and welcoming, despite that, like, they have a drow in the group and they're big, scary adventurers. And it got weirder when a lot of the people in the town started doing things in unison or finishing each other's sentences. And so they started investigating, and they started talking to like their contacts. Like, some of them know some magic research type people. And one of them knows a spirit that they talk to, and all of these people are like, it sounds like you've got an outsider. You don't want to deal with that. Outsiders are bad news. And the whole group's like, but we're heroes, so we're going to deal with it. So they're going to deal with the outsider. Right, so now they're trying to figure out how to deal with the outsider. And then last session, they ran into a unicorn, which was so much fun.
Yeah, we'll have to elaborate that more on another time. But what's coming up that you guys are all going to again?
RTX, and then you're going to come as well to mangle our bodies, apparently.
It's true.
If you drop trees on me.
I
focus on RTX.
Might be understanding that a tree is going to fall on this character in the very next session.
No.
Yeah, RTX. Tristan and I are Guardians. Joseph is on a panel. Well, he's on a panel.
I'm on a panel, and I have a press badge.
Yeah, so he's just doing all the things.
So is there anything you have to do specifically to earn that press badge, or is just being affiliated with Big Bite enough?
It was on the application, apparently.
Well, that works out.
For the press badge?
Yeah, Big Bite.
Yes,
for the panel.
Yeah, Joe Dalton, our CEO for the press badge, gave the link to Matt V, who's going to be in our housing group, and myself, and we had to go and apply, and we had to name drop Big Bite because that's who we work for. Quote, work, and try to play up our influence as much as possible. That's just the way it works.
Yeah.
You influence so many people.
And I assume that this panel you're on is a Big Bite panel?
It is. It is called Creating Community Content Presented by Big Bite Media. I think I know a thing or two about that.
One thing.
At least one thing.
Thanks, Alex.
We're so nice to each other. So we're all going to be getting together in a big house and then burning that house down.
Sure.
I thought there was just going to be spooning and Walker Texas Ranger. Oh my god!
Well, that's the first night. We eat, and then we go get Amy's ice cream, and then we turn on Walker Texas Ranger,
And then you burn down the house afterwards?
No, it gets burned down on Monday when we leave. Tristan's tech. I'm a PA. I don't know who I'm PAing for yet, so I can't tell anyone. So that's all the news.
I was going to say one last thing for those who are interested in coming to my panel. It is, if this comes out Friday, it is tomorrow, Saturday, August 4th at 10:30 in the morning in room 8 of level 3 of the Austin Convention Center. As far as I tell, it's not that far from where our Player 4 podcast panel was.
Tristan, don't you do usually like room 6 or something? Dang, if only it was room 6.
I mean, room 4 is just a very short walk down the hall from 6.
I thought he was room 8. There is no.
It's room 8.
Yeah, he's not in room 4.
That just means it's a very short walk down the hall in the other direction, probably. 4, 6, 8.
Yes. Yeah.
Those are even numbers.
Indeed.
Sure, you go check that out. Always give support to the community panels. It's great that they have brought them back again, but no Player 4 podcast panel, unfortunately.
I blame Alex.
Time to get the flip out
I
of here.
blame me because I was really busy during the application process.
And they're like, okay, I'm going to put my application in. And I was just like, oh, it's already gone.
Yeah. Joseph was really busy during the application process, applying for somebody that wasn't us.
I didn't apply for that. Thank you very much. Joe was like, if I apply, will you guys be on it? And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And I continued with my trip every weekend during March.
Did those trips at least pay for themselves? Like, or did you end up negative? Like, I don't know. There's got to be a benefit to judging, right?
I don't actually. The trips that I was getting paid, I may have broken even, but I know as an L2 now, it's going to be hard for me not to break even on trips where I'm not getting on a plane or driving to Indianapolis. I know, for example, I'm working the Dallas Open in the middle of August, and I'm pocketing most of what I make. So I know, irrelevant to the conversation, and I know Malachi is telling us that we're out of time, but it was a busy month, and I think very much that everyone needs to go and support the community panels, even those that they may not have been interested in going to, because if RTX sees that they're going over well, then they will know that it was a good move to bring these back. They need your support. Other people don't, and you can watch the video afterwards. That's what I have to say. Anyone else have any thoughts?
If you recall, last year there were basically no community panels whatsoever. The only thing that you could say was maybe a community-like panel was Dungeon Drunks. We want this to still be kind of a community.
I look forward to seeing everyone there and giving high fives and hugs and all the whatnot. So, woo! Can't wait till Wednesday.
I only get high fives and hugs.
Can't wait to meet you, Malachi.
Yes.
Whatever.
Can't wait to bury you two.
So let's get 150 flip out of here.
Happy 150.
Woo, 150.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Hashtag goodbye.
Goodbye. 150 goodbyes from Caboose.
You have to say goodbye 150 times. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
Thanks to the following patrons for making this video possible. Support us at patreon.com/player4podcast.